It's absolutely fair comment to say I'm a big fan of the Mizuno ST200 2020 driver. But how does it compare to the 2018 and 2019 ST190 and ST180s? That was a mouthful. Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. Guys, first things first, I'd like to warmly welcome you all back to the channel. I hope you're all safe and I hope you're all incredibly well in these difficult times. In today's video, we're buying a new camera. In today's video, we are testing the Mizuno ST180, the Mizuno ST190, and the Mizuno ST200. I know they're different because, well, there's a kind of an elephant in the room with the ST180. And you see, guys, one of the big talking points about these drivers is colour schemes, which is heavily noted in the head covers. See, the Mizuno ST180 head cover was vibrant blue and white. It matched the Mizuno colours perfectly. And to be honest, it was, aside from being a boxing glove, it was really, really good. And then I went to this kind of little bit boring black with a little bit of Mizuno blue on there. Not quite nice a material for the ST190. And then we went to probably the nicest head cover I think I've ever seen in my life for the Mizuno ST200. The only problem is keeping it clean, as I've noted here. We even got a little one on there, which I absolutely love. The head cover for this is exactly the same as the ST200G and the ST200 family, basically. I'm not going to throw this one because I want to keep it clean. So we're going to pop that down here. And then as we look down at these heads, you'll see a big difference in colour. Well, on this side. So the Mizuno ST180 was the 2018 edition, ST190 2019, ST200 the 2020. So you see how those numbers are kind of staggering along for the year they were made. And I think it's fair to say that the Mizuno ST180 in its vibrant blue did stagger a little bit of opinion when it came to the aesthetics of it. It was known as a kind of Smurf driver. On the bottom, it looks pretty cool. We have the wave technology here, which is supposed to disperse weight, and we also have a weight at the back here. These are all the standard versions. They are not the adjustable versions, however, the adjustable versions are also available. So one thing these have all been very good at is price. All these drivers have been incredible prices for the technology you get in them. So guys, hit those comments below. I'm going to hit some balls now because I'm sure that you're eagerly waiting for me to hit some balls, and we're going to see the difference in sound, the difference in feel, the difference in performance. We'll also talk how much you can get these drivers for now on the market, because although I wasn't a huge fan of this, I think you can pick it up now for about 170 quid. So we're going to hit a handful of shots with each driver. They all have pretty similar shafts in them. Manufacturers do generally send out drivers in shafts that they do feel like will kind of help that driver. These three shafts are all either 65 or 60 gram stiff shafts, so not too far away from each other. We're going to start with the blue Mizuno ST180. I have to refer to it as the blue one because it's really the only one that looks way different than the other ones. We'll come to that as well. Okay, first shot with the Mizuno ST180. Looking down at it, for me, I mean, it matches these shoes pretty well. By the way, have you seen these shoes? Thank you very much, Adidas. They look cool. But it's not really for me as a colour for a driver. I mean, if we were going to hit it like that off the tee every time, then I suppose we might think about it a little bit. So the way this video is going to go, guys, we're going to hit a couple of shots with each driver. We're going to keep jumping in and out of the drivers, so it is an ultimately fair test. I have had a warm up already with all the drivers again, so it's a pretty fair test. And we're going to see just how much technology has jumped from 2018 to 2019, ultimately up to 2020. Hit those comments below, guys. How much difference will there be between these three drivers? I don't think there'll be that much. Maybe with this one. It's another pretty solid hit. One thing I'm noticing here is the spin rates are a little bit higher than what I would be used to. Technology in the Mizuno ST180 did include at the time the SP700 Cortec face. We saw the introduction of wave technology, and we also had the quick switch adjustment system for loft adjustments. Moving into 2019 and the Mizuno ST190 driver, you see what they did there with the name. I'm not going to lie, I'm surprised they've kept that kind of going. So will next year be the ST210 driver? I guess potentially going off it, then I suppose it would be the ST210 driver. But this is the ST190 driver. This driver featured the carbon crown, the Mizuno speed technology. We still had the wave technology, and we also had the SP700 Cortec face. Fair to say it had a pretty decent makeover as well, because this looks so much better than the ST180. I've absolutely nailed that one. I have nailed that one. Oh. And you see, this for me was a big reason why the Mizuno ST190 was so much better than the Mizuno ST180. It wasn't just because of the makeover. It wasn't just because of the looks. It was because of the sound. It was because of the feel. It was the acoustics. And that's all down to the internal rib structure which Mizuno put in this to make it sound better, to make it sound more harmonic. Right, it is time for 2020, the Mizuno ST200. Now, I've got a little bit of a soft spot for this drive this year. It looks great. To be honest, if I put this down beside the Mizuno ST190, or beside the ST190, I should say, they really don't look that dissimilar. They look so similar, but then that's a good thing. That's exactly what I wanted Mizuno to do this year because they both look awesome. And if they'd have gone back to the blue, I think I may well have had a meltdown. So I've still got this in 9.5 degrees, just like the other two heads. Let's see just how this performs. This did perform well for me in testing. Oh. Oh. Yes. Yes. So technology featured in the Mizuno ST200, we still have the wave technology, we still have the carbon crown, we still have the Mizuno Speed Tech, we still have the adjustable hosel, and now it features a 17% stronger SAT BETA titanium face. I've no idea how you're supposed to pronounce that, but I'm going to spell it out and then you can't really get it wrong, can you? Right, let's have another missile, please. That was a little bit heely. We've seen a big drop off there and it's increasing spin just like you would expect. Right, that's 2 shots hit with all the clubs. Now we're going to go through that cycle 2 more times. So we're going to hit half a dozen with each club. We're going to test the data. We're going to test the sound, the feel, the looks. And then we're going to look at the price as well, just like we said earlier. These things brand new at the moment in 2020, the ST200, $299. I mean, wow. Wow. So you're jumping back into the ST180 after the 200 almost feels a little bit depressing. It's like looking down, like, you know, when you take your car in and there's something wrong with it and then they give you like a rental car and it's like, you expect me to drive this? Really? In blue? Oh, to be fair, I've just nuked that one though. That's probably the best shot I've ever hit with this driver. I didn't particularly get on with this when I tested it. But I said, did someone say Robbo's hitting a draw? Some may say I've been practicing. Who knows? I'm going to try and pick up the pace a little bit for you now as well. That hasn't moved in the air, that's incredible. Guys, also comment below who here is using a Mizuno driver. It doesn't have to be an ST200, ST190, ST180. Could it be one of the old ones? I mean, the old ones like this. I mean, it really doesn't make you fail to see why Mizuno weren't prominent in driver sales back in like the millennium, does it? Eesh. And then we get back into the Mizuno ST200, and the really interesting thing for me is I honestly feel like I could test these clubs just with my ears and then I could tell you exactly which one it was, because the jump from this to this to this, which is the ST180, the ST190, the ST200 sound just through this little microphone here, is quite incredible. And that's the thing, you've got to take your hat off to Mizuno for that. Lockdown and all that. And remember, these options are affordable options as well. These aren't the adjustable ones. They all came in at miraculous price points, to be fair. And I can't quite believe they didn't sell more. One of the big problems Mizuno have, and probably still have with drivers, is this. They're just way too good at making irons. And I get that. I play Mizuno irons and I don't play a Mizuno driver. I don't really know why not. Looking down at it, it looks as good as anything else. It just doesn't inspire you. I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous to hear, but that's going a little bit left. I'm not going to shout. I'm trying not to shout as often. Oh. Right guys, we're now in the last round of shots and I've just thought in my head now what I'm going to do. I'm going to now reverse it and go backwards. So we're going to stay ST200, then go 190, then finish on the 180. Let's see what we can get these up to and let's see how many fairways we can hit as well. Oh, we might have a moment's silence for that because that's incredible. Right, let's have one more with the ST200. Let's have a good one. We're not going to try and smash it out of the park. I mean, that's pretty much every swing with the driver, to be fair, but I'm going to have to hit another one because that just won't work. 190. The dispersion on this has been quite nice, and one thing I will say about the 190 is it probably at address looks better than the 200. The 200 for me almost looks like it has more loft in it than what it has. I mean, it hasn't because the numbers would come out totally different if it did, but I don't know if it's the white shaft that makes it look a little bit different maybe as well. Definitely a tinnier sound. Is anyone getting that, or is it just me? Definitely tinnier. That's probably going to be worth a shout. Oh, left. Well, we've ruined that dispersion. ST190, 80. Now here's where the pressure's really on. Take a look at this dispersion of the Mizuno ST180 before we have this final round. That's 4 shots and that's never been seen before. But will it ever be seen again? That is the question. Can we keep these on a string? Is there something in the hideous looks of this blue? Hideous is a strong word, but I really don't like it. In this blue that maybe calms me down and gets me to hit fairways. Maybe. I mean, it's another one. It's another one that's just on the line. Should I be gaming this all along? Should I? I mean, the pressure's really on this one now. Let's try and hit one a bit harder. Not that I've not been trying to hit it hard, but I mean, that's not moved. That's 6 shots with the Mizuno ST180, the Mizuno ST190, and well, 6.5 with the Mizuno ST200. Let's take a look at the numbers. Let's see how they performed, and then we'll have a bit of a roundup. So initially, let's start with the Mizuno ST180 because that's, I mean, I'm going to have to take a picture of that and put it on some kind of social media because that just doesn't happen, does it? So let's play a bit of a guess the driver with that dispersion because that's incredible. ST180, ST190, a little bit more movement. Now, isn't it incredible how same driver, very, very similar shafts, same day, same, I mean, I'm changing the balls over and everything, can have such a big difference. I've kind of given the game away here with the ST200. I have taken that one out because it was just a bit, well, it was just a terrible, terrible golf swing, to be fair. And apart from that one, all moving to the left, which I don't particularly mind, but yeah, nowhere near, or nowhere near, should I say, as good as that. So let's take a look at how they performed. So initial numbers for the ST180, all around kind of that 270-ish carry kind of thing there. 275 would be kind of normal for me, and the average we have is 270 with 276 total. Club head speed 105.1, ball speed 153.8, spinning at 2644, which isn't a bad number really. What about if we move that forward to the 190? So similar, I think it's fair to say, pretty similar. Average 270 with 278 total, club head speed 105.3, ball speed 154.7, spinning slightly lower at 2519. So if we compare the distance with the Mizuno ST190 to the Mizuno ST180, I mean, that's, well, it's the same, isn't it, really? What about if we now look at the Mizuno ST200? Very, very, very similar, carrying 3 more yards, running up a few more yards, club head speed a little bit more, ball speed pretty similar, spinning, that's the big one, isn't it? The spin is way lower. And so guys, there you have it. There is a difference between the 2018 Mizuno ST180, 2019 Mizuno ST190 and 2020 Mizuno ST200. Not as big a difference as some of you might have thought. I didn't think there'd be that much difference. I mean, there isn't that much difference. I definitely thought the ST200 would come out on top because, I mean, it is by far the best driver for me. And but when I say by far, I don't mean that 3 yards extra carry. I don't mean that little bit of less spin. I mean the looks, I mean the feel, I mean the sound. Price-wise, around $299 you can get a Mizuno ST200 for. Around $219 you can get a Mizuno ST190 for. And I've seen the Mizuno ST180 at $179-ish. Depends where you go, depends where you find it. So looking at all those clubs, what's the best driver? I'm going to leave that to you guys to comment below and let me know. Is the Mizuno ST180 the best driver because of the price what you can get it for now? Although it probably would be second hand as well. It can't be for me because it's blue and it's just not like, I'm a big colour guy, aren't I? So head cover round definitely went to Mizuno ST200. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Massive hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, why not hit that subscribe button below if you haven't already. Leave us a like if you enjoyed that content, and as always, I'll very much look forward to seeing you tomorrow.